Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Terugtost, Damit, ja herrad. Where are my Damit and herrad? Sitting over at this table right here somewhere? Ah, yeah, okay. So, well, it's nice to be here. It's funny how your life can change overnight. The day before the election, I was an expat, and the day after the election, I was a refugee. So I now live in Germany, which means I have to learn the language. And it's a diabolical language if you know German at all. And I've studied Rosetta and Berlitz, and you know, that's for tourists and for businessmen. I live there. You know, they teach you things like, where's the train station? Where's the museum? I live there, I know where the train station is. I need things that I can use in regular life, like, what time is your husband coming home? So I had to furnish an apartment, and of course, if you furnish an apartment, you have to go to IKEA. So, of course, I have now spent so much money at IKEA that I am a Swedish citizen. See, there you go. We got some great people in the crowd. Your Excellency, Princess Anna's here. Carl Bildt, he's here, Prime Minister of Sweden. I'm a big fan. I follow you on Twitter all the time. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, great stuff, cogent, good links to articles, funny. However, you know, sometimes too much information. Sometimes I don't need to know that your flight is delayed. I'm very busy. So there's a lot of news, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of elections have been happening. The Dutch had an election almost 7 months ago, and just yesterday, finally, got a government. And the great thing was, yes. And the great thing was, for 7 months, nobody noticed. It's the Belgians, the same thing. The presidency months, nobody noticed. The British had an election. The Russians were going to interfere, but they can't figure out British politics either. What else happened? The Russians are going to have an election. A Russian election. That's like saying Islamic wine tasting. It's a great idea, never going to happen. The Germans just had an election, and Chancellor Angela Merkel was shocked to discover that East Germany had so many Trump supporters. And of course, Europe breathed a huge sigh of relief when Emmanuel Macron won the presidency. Poor little Marine Le Pen. Nobody likes her, right? I mean, she had to go all the way to Moscow to find someone who would have lunch with her. And of course, Vladimir Putin found her on Tinder. And what really turned Vladimir Putin on was that on her page, you can only swipe to the right. It's a smart crowd. What else is going on in the world? Brexit is taking forever. People keep saying, when is Brexit? What? I said, come on, folks, this is a relationship. And we all have been through relationships that have breakups. There's a lot of small details that you have to take care of. No, the Pink Floyd CDs are mine. You get the couch and Geert Wilders. The Middle East has some problems, of course. Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Egypt are complaining or accusing Qatar of giving money to terrorists. I think that's a rather harsh characterization of FIFA. Donald Trump was at the UN for his first time at the UN. And you know, Donald Trump lecturing the UN on foreign policy is like Dr. Mengele teaching a class on medical ethics at Tel Aviv University. Too much? No. You never know. You know, but for the most part, they're still laughing. Okay. So I got to find me an EU passport. That's very high on my list of things that I need to do these days because I like the EU and I want to stay here for a while. Passports are cool though, right? They have really fun things in the front. Did you ever read them? The British, any Brits here tonight? Any Brits? The British have the best passport. When you open it up, it says, Her Britannic Majesty's Principal Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs requests, requires, and demands in Her Majesty's name that the bearer be allowed to pass without let or hindrance and to be afforded such assistance and protection as may be deemed necessary. Man, that is so cool. Now, the American passport, it's a little shorter. It just says, yo, we're coming through. Pithy. The Canadian passport, you open it up, it says, we're not Americans. Swiss passport is my favorite. I want one of those. You open it up and it says, no, no, just dream on. You cannot have this. Put it down and walk away. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, the North Korean passport. I'm kidding. No such thing. So I am a political comedian, and I make fun, you know, because that's my job. But I also think that as a political comedian, you know, we have to offer solutions, right? So I have solutions. I was going to be a diplomat, by the way, because I did get my bachelor's and master's in international relations. And I was going to be a diplomat until they told me that I couldn't really say what I thought. So I became a comedian, and now they can't stop me. But, you know, I have solutions to the world's thorniest problems. Well, let's take two of them, for example. The Middle East, been going on forever, right? At this point, who knows? So what I'm saying is we have to think outside the box, okay? Outside the box. We take the entire area. We take Israel, Gaza, Golan Heights, West Bank, Jordan, and we give it all to Disney. And Disney creates the world's largest religious theme park. Home of the world's three great religions, right? Everybody becomes a Disney cast member, and what shall we call this place? The Promised Land. Problem solved. Another problem is Afghanistan. Been going on for years, decades. What's the problem in Afghanistan? Men running around with guns. And now everybody says, well, we're going to send more guns, more money. No, stop. Take the money, give it to IKEA. IKEA opens 10 huge stores all around Afghanistan, and every week, each Afghan family gets to take one thing for free. And what's the first thing the women are going to take? They will take a kitchen. So the men bring the kitchen home. There you go, kitchen. I'm going. Whoa, mister, where are you going? I'm going out with my friends and the guns. No, you are not. You are going to put the kitchen together. And you know men, we don't read instructions. We'll be there for months putting that kitchen together. Problem solved. So anyway, it is a privilege to live in Europe. You know, this is really one of the most amazing, amazing experiments that we've ever seen. 28 countries that somehow get along. It's not always pretty, but it's truly an amazing experiment, and it's largely because of you that this really kind of works, right? And you know why? And there will never be another war in Europe. You know why? Nobody wants to do the paperwork. Yeah, you go to an office and go, yes, I need 300 trucks, I'm going to invade. Oh, 300 trucks. Well, first you have to fill these out and take these over there for a stamp, but they're closed this week. Oh, I wanted to invade tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, that's an entirely different office. So, but Europe, you have to look at Europe. You know, we're all related in some weird way or another, but the key is that Europe is a family. And like all families, there are fun parts of the family and strange parts of the family. That's what family is, right? Look at it this way. Germany and France are like mom and dad. And Germany is just like dad. Serious, not much of a sense of humor. Go to school. Go to work for a big company. Save your money. Don't screw around. They don't call it the fatherland for nothing. Now, mom is like France, right? Mom loves art, mom loves fashion, mom loves music. Mom will have an affair once in a while. Mom will give you 20 euros when you need it. Don't tell your father. Now, Italy and Spain are like the two brothers who moved away from home, but not too far. And the Italian brother is so cool, right? Looks fabulous in his clothes, hair is perfect, shirt open, little gold chain, drives a red sports car. We don't know if he owns it. In fact, we have no idea how the Italian brother makes his money, and we don't want to know. Now, the Spanish brother, nice guy, right? Plays the guitar, takes a lot of naps. Portugal is like the hippie sister who lives way down at the end of the thing and say, we make a really strong red wine. Bank account? No. We use seashells. Then there's Luxembourg. Nobody really knows which side of the family Luxembourg is from. He's like that annoying little cousin that made a lot of money. So we have to be nice to him. The Irish cousins are the diplomats of the family, right? No matter where you go in the world, you will find an Irish consulate. They call them pubs, but whatever. Let's see, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. They're the children from the first marriage. They're doing very well. The Baltic triplets, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Estonia controls the internet, as you all know. Invented Skype so that everybody could have video sex. We recorded everything. So we're letting you know now that we're extending the presidency of the EU indefinitely. Any objections? I didn't think so. Okay. The Eastern cousins, Czech, Slovak, Poland, Romania, Hungary, Bulgaria, they grew up in prison. But they'll be okay. Old habits die hard, but never mind. Greece is adopted. I love Greece. I take my money there twice a year. The Netherlands is like a lesbian aunt. Right? Sensible, wooden shoes, very liberal, smokes a lot of pot. Every family needs one pot-smoking lesbian aunt. And of course, finally, there's Belgium. Belgium is the schizophrenic brother. I'm French, I'm Dutch. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Shut up. No, you shut up. We should let Turkey in. You're out of your mind. That's why all the institutions are here. Thank you. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it.